Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we were having another round of squad member chats. Next up is Liara. Now then, my dear, any thoughts on the last mission?
Another Reaper gone, and peace between the Geth and Quarians. It's amazing.
And now my people have a world to fight for. Something they know will last forever.
So long as you and the Geth remain good neighbors.
They're not our servants anymore. I'm not sure what we should call them. Allies?
Friends?
There's still too many wounds on either side. But maybe one day.
I was thinking during that conversation, why not call them friends? I'm glad Liara and I are on the same page.
The migrant fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett.
Okay, and?
Thanks for coming by.
Is that it?
Thanks for coming by.
Okay, I guess Liara doesn't really have any thoughts on the last mission, okay. Ooh, email from Sergeant Kavanagh to Sergeant Itchy. Next time you want to warn me that the Geth are our friends and maybe we're not supposed to shoot the big robots? I almost pissed myself when these primes started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. We fired a few rounds at them until we realised they weren't firing back. Then this one comes over, said they're allied assistants, and asks for our status. I'm not complaining, they saved my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologise to a Geth for shooting one of its damn lights off. That is adorable. That is adorable. I'm so sorry, Prime. I'm so sorry. I shut off your headlamp. I'm so sorry. That's cute. Okay, and no upgrades here.
Greetings, Commander.
Greetings to you too, Glyph. I hope you're having a pleasant day. Now then, buddy. You're right.
Peace between the Geth and Quarians.
Who would have thought?
Not how I ever imagined that would turn out. And next you'll be telling me the Krogan and Turians are cooperating. Oh, right. You managed that one too. You're a peacemaker, Shepard. A rare thing these days. Now, if you can pacify the Reapers, we'll make you a saint.
I think that might be a little bit beyond Naomi's capabilities. Although, that being said, I don't know what the endings are. I don't know what the endings are for this. I know there are 3 of them. But also, that is not an invitation to post what the endings are. Please don't do that. I'm not asking for spoilers. I am merely just thinking about them. I mean, for all I know, pacify the Reapers, make them our friends could be an ending. Please don't confirm or deny that. I am not asking for any information on the endings. I'm just talking about what he said. It could be an ending. I don't know.
Not sure if having an army of Geth behind us gives me confidence or makes me feel like there's a target on my back.
It gives me confidence. They're our friends. They scare the shit out of me. They scare the shit out of me because they're robots and I have a phobia of robots, but, I mean, the Geth are our friends. I like them.
Later.
Okie doke, Garrus. And again, I always have to check, is anyone hiding? No. One day there could be someone hiding down those little corridor bits. You never know. It might happen. Now then, chat quests. I hope you have stocked up on antibiotics.
How are you, Commander?
Nothing?
How are you, Commander?
Nothing to say now that Tali is back. I guess maybe Tali has her own stash of antibiotics to fight infections and stuff. Maybe she would rather deal with it herself than go to a human doctor who may not be so well versed in Quarian physiology, maybe? I don't know.
Commander, I'm doing a segment on the Geth-Quarian War. It should take maybe an hour. Can we talk in your cabin?
We can, but first, Tali is back in engineering.
Kenneth, you comment on every woman's figure but mine.
Well,
What? You don't like my legs?
Gabby, it's you. You know?
No chicken shit, I don't know. All you do is make stupid sexist comments to avoid saying anything real.
Gabby, now's not the time. We've got work to do. Responsibilities.
Ah, grow a pair, Ken. Look around you. Tomorrow may not come. Something to say or no?
Gabby, please. We have a duty to the ship and the crew.
What about us? Just listen to yourself. Kenneth, you comment on every woman's figure but mine.
Oh. Oh god, I had such a bad initial thought. It was if Gabby is sucking Ken's dick, maybe he'll stop with the sexist comments. But then I would outright be saying like, hey, let's use Gabby as a sacrificial lamb. Let's use Gabby as a sacrificial lamb, which no, that makes me uncomfortable. That makes me uncomfortable. I've got to be honest, I don't know what Gabby sees in Ken. She outright admitted, like, oh, you're constantly making these sexist comments. Here's the thing, different strokes for different folks. Someone might see that and be like, oh yeah, that's real sexy. I see that and I'm like, eh, eh. I've said it before, you know, Ken makes Joker look like a perfect gentleman. Joker's made some comments about Edie's body. He has never said anything along the lines of, oh, I'm crawling around in Edie's holes. He has never said anything even so vaguely vile as that about Edie. Ken's been saying that about every woman on the ship. Like, I think ultimately what I think is going on here, I think Ken respects Gabby. I think he actually respects her. And as such, he doesn't necessarily want to view her in a sexual way. Because he doesn't know how to interact with women in a respectful manner. Like, I would really like to not hear Ken's bullshit whenever I enter engineering. I don't find his sexist comments funny. Again, I'm sure there are people who do. I'm sure there are a lot of people who would say like, oh, take a joke, Callista, take a joke. I find plenty of things funny. I just don't find... I don't find that funny. I find it disgusting and gross and just very unappealing. I would love to not enter engineering and, you know, have to hear that like that. It's tiring. That's my thought on it. It's tiring. I'm just like, this is exhausting. Can you not, Ken? Can you not, please? Just sending Gabby off to suck this man's dick to stop him from making sexist comments. That makes me uncomfortable. That makes me deeply uncomfortable. Because that wouldn't work in real life. That would not work. Like, please don't think I'm advocating for like, oh, if there's a sexist bloke in your life, you should suck his dick and that'll make him stop. Like, no, it'll just make him think he was right. It'll just validate those feelings. You know, they need therapy. That's what they need. They need therapy to realize, oh, I would never dream of talking about a bloke this way. Therefore, why am I comfortable talking about women this way? This is really rather toxic. And it's not cool. Like, they need therapy, not to get sucked off. Those are my thoughts. What are Naomi's? I mean, I think it should be obvious. Naomi has repeatedly said, what do you see in this guy, Gabby? What do you see in this guy? Please, like, if you want to get dick down, let's go to a bar and I will be your wing woman and I will find you a much better bloke. Like, hell, I will find you someone better on the ship. Joker is single. Joker is single. Do you want to get with him? We've got that guy that's constantly walking around the kick. Like, I could introduce you to him. Like, please, I'm sure there are some lovely, respectful people on board the Normandy. Like, please, Gabby, you deserve better. You deserve better than Ken. Like, please.
Well, I...
What? You don't
God,
like
this
my
is
red?
weird. I'm actually supporting Donnelly, but it's because I think Gabby deserves better.
No chicken.
This is a military vessel, Daniels. Start acting like it.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that. I like that as a bit of double talk. This is a military vessel. Start acting like it. Because Donnelly doesn't act like it. Donnelly is constantly making sexist comments about the women of the crew. I like to think that Naomi was... She intended that to go more so to Donnelly than Daniels. She's saying like, oi, stop this, you know, Daniels, you deserve better, but also Donnelly, fucking stop with the comments. Now, where is Tali? Tali was always there. I mean, oh, hello! You're right, darling, give me a minute.
Commander.
No thoughts on Tali being back? Okay. Okay. How you doing, love?
Can't be. No. I guess that's right.
Hey, Tali. How's it going?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. I just got communication from the fleet. Sorry. From Rannoch. In the old days, I'd sent any new technology I found back to the fleet. I should probably be doing that with the agriculture samples now. I don't know anything about raising crops.
How are your people doing?
It's crazy. The Geth are helping. Setting up housing, adapting power systems. They are doing in weeks what would have taken us years. Geth are even uploading into the suits of Quarian volunteers. They're rewriting environmental functions, jump-starting our immune systems.
Okay, one, that is amazing. That is amazing, but how? Explain, please?
That doesn't seem possible.
The Geth are software, not hardware. They can transfer themselves from a normal body into anything with enough processing power. They're mimicking infections, so the host can adapt without getting sick. It's like making a vaccine.
This is great. This is wonderful. I'm so glad. I love the Geth. I think the Geth are my favorite race in this whole franchise. I love them. I love them. And to hear that they are enabling, as Tali said, the Geth are doing in weeks what would have taken us years. I'm so glad that the Geth are proving like, hey, we're useful, we can contribute. We are helping your society here. The Quarians owe one big thank you to the Geth. The Quarians owe one big thank you and a massive apology to the Geth.
So the Quarians won't have to wear those suits anymore.
It doesn't seem possible, but yes, in a few years, with Geth improvements, we won't need them. We might still wear them. The suits have become part of our society. But a rupture won't be a death sentence. Today, on Rannoch, there are Quarian children who will grow up healthy and strong, thanks to the Geth.
They owe that to you.
No. I'd have killed the Geth with no regrets. And I'd have been wrong. Thank you.
I'd argue that they owe it to Legion. That's who I think they owe it to.
I can't believe my people are working with the Geth. The Geth are helping us rebuild. I never thought I'd see it. Our scientists and the Geth have done amazing work on the Crucible together. Hey, Shepard.
Okay.
Hey, Shepard.
Okay, Tali. Good stuff, chicken. That's great.
Shepard.
My board is green.
Okay, good stuff, you two. Good stuff. And anyone hiding down here? Okay, no, good stuff. And lastly for this floor is Javok. I would assume he would be pissed that we made peace. You know, we refused to airlock Legion or Edie. Hello.
The only conflict you should concern yourself with, you are proving that humans are capable soldiers. Diplomacy, but I question this peace you have brokered. No such thing is possible between machines. I would have destroyed the synthetics without hesitation. And these Quarians, let's just hope they are reliable allies. It is difficult to trust a species that hides behind masks.
Okay, one, they're not hiding behind their masks. They literally need them to live. This is so weird. It is so weird. So the game is trying to play 2 different audio clips at once. So I know I have an issue with my spacebar. My spacebar, I will press it once and it will register as like, oh, you've done it twice. However, if this were an issue with my keyboard, this situation never happens with any of the other companions. I mean, literally, I was repeatedly pressing space with Tali. I was repeatedly pressing space with Tali just now, and I had no issues. I do it once with Javok, and it only ever happens with Javok. It never happens with anyone else. So I don't think this is an issue with my keyboard, with my spacebar. I think this is something in the game where it's just like, let's just try and get Javok's dialogue out all at once.
How do you see with only 2 eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle.
Okay.
Do not care what others think. Do what you must. See, here's the thing. Partially, I can agree with that. Because no matter what you do, I guarantee there is always going to be someone out there who will disagree with you. Like, you could be curing cancer, and I guarantee there is someone out there who is like, cancer is God's will, it sorts the wheat from the chaff, and, you know, oh, if you cure cancer, you're going against God's will, how dare you? Like, I don't know why I gave him that accent, I apologize to the Americans out there, but, like, I guarantee there is someone out there who genuinely believes that and would be disgusted at the idea of a scientist attempting to create a cure for cancer. Like, no matter what you do, someone is going to be like, yeah, no, I disagree with this. So I don't, like, I can agree with, like, oh, don't spend all of your time thinking, like, oh, will people disapprove if I do this? Will people disapprove if I do that? You're never going to get anything done. At the same time, if you've got a bunch of people in your life, people you love, people you respect, saying, maybe don't do this. Maybe you should take a step back and think, should I be doing this? All of these people are saying I'm in the wrong. Maybe, like, Now, here's the thing. I think Javok is coming at this from the angle of, like, don't give a shit about anyone else. Just do your own thing. Now, that I don't agree with. You should care about other people's feelings. You should care if you're hurting other people. Like, just a blanket statement of don't give a shit about anyone. Don't give a shit about other people's thoughts. No. I don't agree with, like, Javok, I partially agree with you, but I think you're coming at this from a far more hard-nosed angle than I am. Do not care what others
Yeah, okay.
think. Do what you must.
Yeah, if doing what you must is going to cause a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow, then maybe stop and think, okay, is this necessary? Is this necessary? If you're just living your life, and you've got people being like, I don't agree with your lifestyle choices, fuck them. Fuck them. As long as it's something like, oh, I don't like that you have tattoos. What does me having tattoos have to do with you? What does me having colourful hair have to do with you? Like, no, there are lines. There are lines.
Is everything okay, Shepard?
No, everything's right.
Shuttle's primed for the next drop.
Okay. Okay. And yes, James was playing poker upstairs. Sophie, hello. Hello, Sophie. Sophie.
Hey there.
Yes. Who's a good mecha puppy? You are. Yes. And before I forget, Alice. Alice in the captain's cabin.
Trainer, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the last time most of us heard about Geth, they were attacking the Citadel alongside Sovereign.
Yes, and you should know that was a minority of the Geth. Most of them are not hostile to organics.
Is that how you explain that they're allies, and no longer dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes?
Yeah, again, this was... They were dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes because that's all that we were seeing. The vast majority were off doing their own thing on Rannoch.
What you have to realize is that despite their reputation, most Geth are not inherently violent. The Quarians attacked them. The Geth fought back in self-defense just like any organic would. Now that we've freed the Geth from Reaper control, they'll want payback for their enslavement.
But you're going to take an army of synthetics to fight Reapers with untold hacking abilities. What's keeping the Reapers from reprogramming the Geth like they have before?
Oh. I'm thinking, do we want to let the galaxy know this? I don't think Naomi would give a shit. Again, Naomi is not... She's not a diplomat. She's not thinking, oh, should I tell people the long-term repercussions of what we did? Should I let people know that? I don't think Naomi would give a shit. She's just gonna answer the question.
The Geth are extremely intelligent, and they've put incredible thought into solving this problem. They're not gonna turn again. I'd bet my life on it.
Now here's a question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed... So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
You gonna go file your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy what we've done. I could use some good news.
Aye aye, Commander.
That was a much better answer than I expected. That was a much better answer. Like, clearly Naomi has been taking some kind of public speaking lesson. Someone's been coaching her. Who would that? Probably. I could see Trainer doing that. I could see Trainer or Liara being like, okay, here's how you answer these questions. If someone comes and asks you them, like, don't just be like, oh yeah, the Geth have upgraded themselves with Reaper code. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here's the PR answer. Say this instead. Now then, eat up. Eat up, my friends. Yes, where is Jeff? Where is Jeff? There's Jeff. Jeff likes the bottom of the tank. Jeff likes to hang out there. Look at him go. My little buddy. Yes, my favourite. Good job, Jeff. Now then, is that also a space hamster? Hello. Squeak indeed, little buddy. Squeak indeed. Now then, that is everyone spoken to, so let's head out. I still have 5 minutes left on my timer. Oh, first things.
Commander.
Okay, good stuff. It's always good to just double check with Trainer. Okay, so we were told to head to the Citadel. Anywhere? Okay, this is new. This is new. As is this. Okay, so that is 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, these are all done. Hello. Stuff here, 3. Okay. Yeah, so we have 3 new places opened up to us. Okay, good stuff. Lovely. In which case, yeah, yeah, let's head to the Citadel. Okie doke, we can see what the Counselor wanted. And then, well, you know what? We'll see what she wants. We'll see what she wants
You're
first.
cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Things might have changed now that we've done a main mission. Or they might not have. You know what? We'll head to the embassies.
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
Let me out. Thank you.
Was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Anyone new? Anyone new dicking about? Yeah, I gave you the thing at the very beginning of the game. I remember that.
Reports also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth space.
And you still doing the Reaper code?
What I said.
Yeah, you'll read.
To the new coordinates. Trust me.
Perhaps you could send the girl to your side of the family.
Are you kidding? My family disowned me when I married Leota.
And that's open now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring this episode to a close right here. Let's read some codex entries. Okay, nothing new there. Technology, the Shroud. What the Krogan call the Shroud is a technological remnant of the Solarian Uplift. After Tuchanka's nuclear war released tons of smoke and dust into the atmosphere, the planet temporarily cooled from global dimming, except at the poles, where the albedo was lowered by soot. As clouds trapped the resulting heat, enormous swaths of permafrost melted, releasing methane captured in clathrates from previous millennia. This potent greenhouse gas created a runaway heat cycle that was called the nuclear summer. Without intervention, Tuchanka would have sunk into a slow but certain mass extinction. The Solarian solution was to assemble the Shroud, a permanent sunshield of trillions of tiny diffractory lenses placed at the L1 Lagrange points, the point in space where the lens's natural stable orbit would shade the planet. The Solarians settled on a delivery method that became known as the Shroud Towers. The towers were essentially enormous coil guns that could fire a payload of lenses into space, along with the equipment necessary to monitor the payload's trajectories. Many Krogan warlords enthusiastically approved of the plan, some because they believed in saving their homeworld, but most because they saw future military applications for the Shroud Towers. The Shroud was completed on schedule over the next few decades, by which time the Rachni held the warlords' full attention. The Krogan rebellions were not kind to the Shroud Towers. All but one was destroyed during the push for Krogan demilitarization. The remaining tower, often referred to as the Shroud, even though that is technically incorrect, was repurposed for cloud seeding and atmospheric repair. It remains on the landscape as an anachronism, a symbol of a time when Krogan and Solarians helped themselves by aiding one another. Artifacts. The Citadel Council has called for immediate donation of Prothean artifacts to bolster the war effort, primarily items of Reaper origin and recordings of their attacks. The Exogeny Corporation set an example by donating a store of newly discovered paleotechnology and releasing the data archives of deep space research colonies destroyed by the Reapers. Several private collectors have since stepped forward to donate their entirety of their collections. But despite an offer of amnesty for anyone concealing such artifacts, not everyone has responded as the Council hoped. Several artifacts have been found in obscure underground markets on safe haven worlds, presumably sold by newly arrived refugees who needed funds to survive. Reports say that smugglers continue to sell stolen artifacts, and armed raids on archaeological sites have rendered even legal operations extremely hazardous. After several reports of mercenary groups turning on the archaeologists who hired them, Alertness Risk Control Services began to offer security details for archaeological sites at considerably reduced rates. and Computer Artificial Intelligence, AI. An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geth serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity, deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative. Lovely. Okie doke. In the next episode, we go and see what the councillor wanted. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.